we're going to look at now we've got building relationships and what sort of relationships that you want to have with your child within football. Now, you want to try and have a calm take with your child. What I see a lot in grassroots is parents really getting frustrated, especially ones who have played the game when they were growing up as well. And I know it's hard because even in my head, when I'm watching my son, there's things that I know he can do better, and he kind of like niggles you as well. So I understand the frustration as well, but you want to try and take a little time to actually assess, like, is my reaction going to really help him actually do that any better? And is there a better approach I can take to that will obviously get him stimulated and thinking about his actual technique and what he can do differently in that situation. So instead of shouting and bawling or after they come off the game having a go at them, or even during their training having a go at them, think about ways that you can build a more positive relationship with them and get them thinking about the game without you having to actually tell them all the time. So like what I tend to do, especially with my child, excuse me, I set him goals, or I will give him questions like, okay, what did you think about such and such in a game, or what did you do before the game? What could you do? What could you think about before the game that will have a major impact when you actually play? So, like for example, like how many times can you spot a through pass to a player in your team, or can you recognise the space when you're off the ball? Are you always got your eyes up? Are you checking your shoulder? And you could say, like, I'm going to be checking how many times that you are doing that, so I'm going to count how many, so you can set them like a little target, things like that, and then just let them get on with it. And then after the game, you can have a little chat with them as well, and see their take on it. And, oh, did you get this, or what did you do with that? Just less emphasis on the scoreline, and more about their development and their enjoyment and what they were doing throughout that session. So it's just getting them thinking and making certain decisions on how they can maybe improve and get better in the future. It's just like my relationship with my child. There was at times where I used to clash with him sometimes, and I had to assess myself, even though it's something I do full time. Even I have to reflect, and I had to look at different ways I could work with him. And I think it was like even me on the sidelines, even though I'm not a shouter and baller or anything like that. I think he could see that I might move my head back or anything like that. So I had to try and even control my situations where I didn't show my frustration in my body language, and I had to think about how I responded to him towards the end as well, because I would ask him questions, but maybe that didn't work with him, so I would just leave it with him. So I thought I'll try a different scenario. So sometimes it's trial and error. Not everything that I've suggested may not work with your child, but you might think about, maybe I want you to try something else that will get them stimulated and get them thinking about how they can work on their game and how they can implement certain things within the game as well. So that is my take on building your positive relationships with your child. I think it's a really important thing for not just parents as well, and coaches to think about as well.
Thank you for watching part 2 of the Parent to Coach training series. Now, have you looked at the Pro Scheme yet? If you haven't, you can check out the Pro Scheme by clicking the link at the button below this page. Now, inside you'll find player tutorials, parent education courses, and our online tracker, and much more. So don't forget to check out the Pro Scheme by clicking the button below this video, and I'll see you on part 3.